Pokemon Pocket is coming out tomorrow. So welcome to episode 3 of the Pocket Podcast. We're going to be talking about what we expect and all these leaks. There's an energy system, tons of events announced. There's a locked behind event cards such as like a Lapras. We'll take a look at that. New cosmetics, tons of things to talk about. I am joined by my good friend Willow. And also this podcast is on like Spotify and Apple if you want to listen there or give us a good review or whatever. It'll be linked in the description below. Let's get into it. All right, so Pocket's coming out tomorrow at the time that this goes live. I'm joined here with Willow, and we're gonna go over some of these leaks or spoilers, talking about like expansion timing and stuff like that, new sets. It's pretty exciting, and it's an extensive leak. How are you doing, Willow?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited for the launch and all the new goodies that we're going to get on launch and going forward.
Yeah, so this is a huge leak, and let's just jump into it. It is translated from an Italian website, so I guess someone in Italy data mined this, and it's not completely accurate grammatically or whatever, and also because it's a data mine, it could change. It could not be real. It could just not happen, but it seems pretty spot on. I think a lot of it might be real, but again, who knows? I'm not going to read this in its entirety, but yeah, maintenance is literally happening right now. I was trying to show my game. Here, look, it's boom, it's in maintenance. I can't play right now. I wanted to keep streaming, but I couldn't do that. So
I forgot to open my pack. So I'm gonna miss. Everyone's going to miss. If it is 24 hours, like is currently speculated, a lot of people think it's gonna be 24 hours. Everyone's guaranteed to miss some amount of time, but I'm gonna miss a whole pack.
That sucks. I just opened mine. You messed up, but yeah. So this part's already true, but then we're gonna get a gift. I don't think we really know what the gift is, right? Probably just some hourglasses or something.
I'm not sure. It says team gift here. That's the same terminology they used for the pre-registration gift that we got. So I'm not sure if this is referring to the team registration, the pre-registration gift, or if it's a gift because of maintenance. So yeah, that could go either way. If it is another gift, my guess it'll just be the same thing that we got for pre-reg, which was like 48 hourglasses or whatever.
It's nice. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's going to launch October 30th. That's in your respective time zone, right? It's kind of just wherever you are at midnight.
Yes, I'm pretty sure wherever you are, it'll be October 30th for you. I think I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation. If you're on Android, that should mean that you. Oh no! I was gonna say if you're on Android, that means you should be able to get access whenever you like, but that would require doing like the same workaround stuff people are already currently doing. Yeah. But yes, I'm pretty sure the way this will work, whether you're on iOS or Android, it'll be October 30th for you at midnight, which means certain people are going to get it a little sooner than others.
I don't know how that works for NA. It might just be Eastern.
Yeah, my guess is it'll be globally. Oh, sorry, it'll be like one time zone. One of your time zones will get it at midnight.
Yeah, the fastest
in your respective region. So, yeah.
All right, then we got a big store update. We're going to get new items. It's going to be a more section with new emblems and cosmetics, limited time events, more hourglasses, new items like binders, card sleeves, coins, and other things. And then the premium pass. And some of these are attainable through the premium pass, and some are exclusive with Pokegold purchases. So your money generally. We can get a little.
Do you have any Pokegold saved up for stuff like this?
I do. I mean, I guess. I think I do. I don't remember. I put some in and I was like, I'm going to open packs. And then I opened like a bunch of full art pincers and I was like, never mind. I'm done. I think I have like 30 pincers at this point. But you could always just buy more, I guess.
True. Yeah. I've got some gold saved up. I did on my last purchase, or my last big gold purchase, I was able to finish my collection out with only like 2 sets of 20 pulls, so I've still got like 400 or something gold sitting in my account ready to go for stuff like this.
Well, that's good. When you open packs, doesn't it automatically use your hourglasses? or can you like turn them off?
No, yeah, it has to, if you have available hourglasses, it will use your hourglasses.
Dang. I wish you could like save those if you wanted. I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
mean,
it doesn't
the math
matter.
works out the same, right? So,
Yeah, maybe it doesn't
really
matter. All right, but yeah, we can get a little sneak peek here. If you're an audio listener, I'm sorry you don't get to see those, but we can see some new card sleeves. We got like an Erica, we got a Venusaur, we got a Gardevoir, a Mewtwo, a Pikachu, and a Meowth.
You have a favorite?
Of these, maybe I kind of like the Mewtwo. Kind of cool.
Yeah, Mewtwo is good. I love the art style. Personally, Erica is by far my favorite one. It just looks so cute.
Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah, the Erica is pretty good. I feel like the Pikachu is a little bit too messy. There's too much going on. I don't like the current Eevee like game board or anything like that. It's just, in my opinion, it's too like noisy and it's a little bit hard to like see the cards.
As playmats go, I think the Venusaur one with like the sunset over the lake, I think that works quite well for a playmat, just because it's like it's the opposite of what you were describing. It's not messy at all. It's very just like clean.
Yeah,
I think it'll look nice in game.
Yeah, the Gardevoir is a bit much and the Pikachu's a bit much, but just glad to see new art in the game. Again, we don't know if these are purchased or earned or what, but new stuff coming.
Everything here is, if you scroll back up to the first paragraph here, I think everything in here is premium in some way. It'll either be through the premium pass or through PokeGold.
Yeah, we'll say some through gameplay.
Oh, okay, sorry. You're right. I just can't read. You're making fun of my dyslexia right now, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but it's yeah. Who knows? We don't know. Maybe the Meowth one is with gold because he's literally he's in gold. Yeah. These coins are pretty cool. I like these coins.
Yeah, someone was telling me that all these coins are in the physical TCG. So it's cool that if you have like a favorite coin from the physical TCG that you really like, one day it might show up in game because obviously they're willing to reuse those. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy money for them, right? I think it's interesting. I didn't even realize before, and maybe this is a moot point, but there's two Ericas and they're just different colors.
Yeah. Like
one's like rainbow and one's green.
The game files refers to the green one as hollow for some reason, and the rainbow one is non-hollow. I don't know if that's like a mistake on because I've seen the data mine file, so I'm familiar with all the file formats that they use. I'm not sure why the solid green one is hollow and the rainbow one is like the normal one, but
yeah, maybe they got it backwards, but whatever. We got new album covers. These are for like your binder, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
This is when you set up like a display card. This is what these are in.
Oh, those. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't really look at those too often myself. But
me either. I think aesthetically these work best when they're actually in a display case. So like the one that's in like a pink room, I think looks the best because it actually has like a glass case that the card goes in.
Yeah.
But the rest of these, it would just be like your card floating there, and I don't particularly love that. But But I mean, more options is nice. The Mewtwo one looks incredible. But...
yeah, I really like that. I like this Meowth one a lot too, and the Venusaur one. It's growing on me. I like that sunset.
Yeah, the sunset looks nice.
Yeah. Chansey and Meowth event.
Find out how to get Meowth.
Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah. So I guess we get this through the event, but you can participate and earn by playing the game. The shop will likely offer Meowth-themed items. Meowth and Chansey promotional cards will likely be unlocked. Again, maybe it's like purchasable still, right? It doesn't necessarily say it's earned. We can see like this ticket thing. But yeah, new Meowth event and Chansey.
This is through October 31st through the 14th. So we've got a 2-week period here, the day after launch, where you'll be able to obtain this stuff.
It seems like it's 2 weeks though. They say there's a part 1 and then part 2 begins on the 7th to the 14th. So maybe it's maybe it's a bit limited, but like we don't really know what you do to earn these things. Do you just play Meowth in your deck, or do you just log in daily? Could be a daily login thing. We have no clue, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we know either. I will say that both the two data mined Chansey and Meowths they have the little they have the little wonder pick icon, so maybe it'll be something to do with wonder picking. But yeah, that's just speculation. We don't know how we'll actually get this stuff just yet.
Yeah. And then November 4th through 18th, we have a new style of drop, or new style of event called a drop. Don't really have any clue what this is. I don't think it's Twitch drops, although I could dream. But yeah, who knows? Have you heard anything else about this?
No. The paragraph mentions participating in the game, so my guess is that you just play the game in some way, maybe it just randomly drops after a certain number of actions or something. I'm not sure. I could not say, but more stuff equals more better. So
yeah, hopefully
either way, stuff to look forward to.
More free stuff is good. And then on November 21st, what?
One quick thing I'll say is on one of the previous graphics that was leaked from like a similar style to the graphics that we're looking at, was leaked a while ago, mentioned that the promo Mewtwo that's coming, the full art, it was mentioned a while ago in another post. This the Mewtwo that's coming was listed as a drop. So I'm guessing this drop that this drop event that we were just talking about, that'll include like the Mewtwo full art promo that was leaked a while ago.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Has Pokemon ever done Twitch drops?
I don't think so, no. Maybe for Unite? That sounds like a Spragels question, not a me question.
All right. I'll call him. We do have this Black Friday event, November 21st.
Yep. Discounts to Pokegold. Oh my god, they're doing Pokegold discounts?
Is that is that good?
I don't know if that's a good thing. That's scary from their perspective. From my understanding, a lot of these like free-to-play model games avoid doing discounts on their premium currency because it creates a negative feedback loop from the player's perspective. Because think about it, if I'm a consumer, why am I ever spending $100 on a bundle if I know that in the future it'll be discounted? I can get that same bundle for $50 in the future. Like, whenever I know that a company does these types of promos of discounts, I just don't spend money until they do one of those promos, and then I spend a lot of money, and then I never engage with their systems outside of that. Like, I won't name them because they're not sponsoring me, but there's a certain drink-related product that's an international product for me, so it costs a lot to get it shipped to me. So I only buy, like, 20 tubs at a time whenever they do, like, a big discount, and then I never purchase their product unless they have a discount going. So, yeah, it's a weird feedback loop, but I'm going to abuse it, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, for Snap, they do this, like, Vibranium offer thing where you kind of get just more bang for your buck if you're buying during the Vibranium offers, which now happen like once or twice a month. So I basically try to not spend any money on Snap, but I'll gobble up the Vibranium offers because I know I'm getting like a better deal. So that's kind of the thing here. I guess it's good, but it's also weird because it's like maybe you should just always wait for a discount. Why buy it at full price when you know it'll be 20% off every now and then? So yeah. But
I mean, I'm sure they've got some mathematician who figured it out. Like, well, if a certain number of consumers engage with this way, then it ends up being more money for us in the long run. So I'm sure they've got that all figured out.
Yeah. And then exclusive Black Friday items. So who knows what that could mean? I don't think we've seen any images. We do have Magikarp and Gyarados around November 21st. As the possible protagonists of a new challenge event with themed rewards in the shop. The date is uncertain. I think we're going to find out a lot about how these all work. Like, once we see the Chansey Meowth one, it's probably going to pave the way. It's like, is it gameplay? Do you play a game? Do you log in daily? Like, we're probably going to learn, like, what the future holds.
I think once we have that Meowth Chansey event, this Magikarp Gyarados event we'll have way more information about it. I think this Magikarp Gyarados event is exactly whatever the Meowth Chansey event was, just repeated with Magikarp and Gyarados. So very curious to see how the Chansey Meowth event plays out, because it will give us a lot of insight for this type of thing. I will say we don't have any data mined alt arts for Magikarp or Gyarados, where we do have data mined alt arts for Meowth and Chansey. So whatever new content comes for the Magikarp and Gyarados event, if it is these types of alt arts, it will be brand new stuff that we haven't seen leaked or data mined or anything like that. So that'll be cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's really cool that it seems like there's constantly some sort of event going on. Like it seems like we're like not skipping a date. I guess we miss November 19th and 20th, and then on November 21st they have Black Friday, and then on the 21st through the 28th we got the Mass Outbreak event with a special fire themed event is taking place, and we don't really know anything about it. And increased appearance frequency of specific Pokemon that are normally rarer. I read this and I was like, what does that even mean? This sounds like a Pokemon Go thing. Like what you're gonna open a Charizard pack and the odds of Charizard are higher, or what?
Well, yeah, I think that might be the case. Like maybe 3 diamond cards now drop as frequently as a 2 diamond card would, and maybe a 4 diamond card drops as frequently as a 3 diamond card would, or something like that. But only of the specified Pokemon. So if it's fire themed, maybe your Flareons drop as regularly as a 2 diamond card would, even though it's a 3 diamond card. If it's Charizard, maybe it drops that. Or yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see the details on this, but that's my interpretation as well. Basically, that cards that you would open up in packs have effective lower rarities than they would normally.
Yeah. I'm excited. Like, there's so much. But special challenges with unique rewards, opportunity to obtain rare cards and exclusive items through specific missions or fights. So maybe some single player stuff could be added.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And then a second drop event.
Hold on. Another interpretation of the fights thing could just be like, use Charizard to get this. It could be like you must be using a specific Pokemon in your battle to obtain, which would be kind of like a mission, but it's a little bit more specific.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they could do a lot with the single player stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, second drop event, November 28th through December 12th. This will probably be similar to the other drop event, but we have no idea what it is. I feel like it's got to be some sort of login event, but we'll see. It does say,
you're probably right.
Yeah, it says exclusive items, new challenges, or temporary game modes, which to me, I feel like it's too early for them to put in a new game mode. I'm thinking the new game mode might be something like the fishing thing, which is just the picking wonder pick thing. Maybe that's considered a new game mode.
Yeah, sure. I also will say, because all of this is, I believe, data mined, this could just be like a description of what a drop event can be, as opposed to like what every drop event will be. So like it lists a handful of things here. It says introducing exclusive items, new challenges, or temporary game modes. It might be the case that whatever drop event we get only does one of these things, but other drop events will do another one of these things or multiple of these things. So yeah, it's a case of like not all drop events include every single one of these details, but some drop events will include different.
That'd be cool. A nice variety instead of the same event over and over with a different skin. Speaking of, Bulbasaur and Magnemite event, December 5th through December 19th. With the opening of a dedicated shop, promotional cards, exclusive Bulbasaur and Magnemite cards will be available. And then there's more cosmetic items. And I mean, it is probably going to be similar to the Magikarp Gyarados and probably similar to the Chansey Meowth. But who knows? Maybe there will be some differences.
Because it mentions opening up like a dedicated shop for it. And in the graphic, we see like a new currency that we haven't seen before, which is, or not
voucher.
A currency, like a ticket or a voucher or yeah. So it does seem to have like a bit of a different identity than the other events we just talked about. So it's cool that they have not only frequent and regular content coming to the game, but also these type of events are taking on a bit of a different flavor every time. So, well, not every time, but there's different types of lenses that they view these events through, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's how I get my Venusaur board. I need it. All right, this is very exciting. I think the mini set and second main set have dates finally. December 16th, 2024 for the mini set A1, which will be we don't know how big. We don't know how big. It says introduction of new strategies and game mechanics with the aim of changing the current meta. Doesn't really say anything Could be 5 cards, could be 10 cards, could be 100 cards. I have no idea.
One thing it does say is that the content is gonna there'll be 1 or 2 booster packs featuring a special set of cards that is not found in Genetic Apex. If doing some like really napkin math, if we assume that they decided the drop rates of Genetic Apex, it was fair to split them. How many cards are there in Genetic Apex? Like 226 or something like that?
Yeah.
They were comfortable splitting 226 cards into 3 different packs. If they're leaning toward 1 or 2, we can reasonably assume that that at least 33%, at max, the mini set will have like 33%-ish of Genetic Apex. So, do your math from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure how big a mini set will be. My guess right now is like somewhere between 20 and 50 cards. That's just like where I've kind of ballparked it in my mind. But yeah, I don't know where everyone else is at with that.
I think that'd be nice. 50?
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think that's a good amount. If it's 20, I'm going to be a little bit sad, I think. Unless they're really impactful cards. But we do have the second main set as January 29th. Similar to Scope and Genetic Apex. So 226 cards, maybe-ish. And yeah, new strategies, new possibilities. And it does say regular releases. There will be quarterly releases of new main sets, with mini sets released approximately 6 weeks after each main set. So it seems like every 6 weeks something new comes out. Mini set, main set, mini set, main set. Maybe they'll stick with that cadence. And I think that's pretty good. That's a good amount, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that's actually more regular than I was expecting, so that's pretty exciting. I'm very curious to see how big the mini sets are, because it kind of if the mini sets lean closer to 20 than 50, which I think is like a reasonable range to currently think about mini sets until we have a better idea, like somewhere between 20 and 50. If it leans closer towards the 20, that dead period between a new main set and the previous main set is going to feel a bit more dead than I would want it to feel. So yeah, I'm hoping that the mini sets are a bit bigger, lean closer to that 50 number than that 20 number. But
yeah,
but yeah, the cadence at which we're getting expansions, it looks like, is really promising to me. It's not promising to my wallet. My wallet's upset about this information, but it'll be okay.
Yeah,
very, very excited though. Do you have any like personal expectations or wishes for this next set of cards that we're getting, the mini set in December 16th?
I don't really. Yeah, I was talking about it on my stream. Like I'm hopeful that they'll hopefully keep working on like Gen 1, like adding cards that don't suck. Maybe they'll do like a, I don't know, Kangaskhan EX or something, and keep expanding on this. Or are they just gonna jump straight into Gen 2? I mean, there is some non-Gen 1 stuff already in the game, but I feel like I hope they don't just move away from Gen 1 too quickly and they keep expanding on it. Maybe adding like a Steelix or something, or even a Steelix EX, or even like an Onyx EX. I don't know, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, my biggest hope for the mini set is kind of what you were saying. I don't want them to jump over to Generation 2 just yet. I'm hoping that the second main set is like a big focus on Gen 2, and then the mini set that we're getting before the second major set is like kind of filling the gaps that we're missing in Genetic Apex. Example of filling those gaps is poor steel types having nothing to play. Dark types could do with a little bit of support. I'd love to see a new dragon. And then I would also love to get a Mew EX or some playable version of Mew. Poor Mew has no playable cards in the game right now, despite being, I think, probably one of the more iconic Generation 1 Pokemon. Yeah.
I think, well,
I would love to see something from Mew.
Mew would, if Mew was good, it'd be a pay-to-win card, right? So.
No, I know. That's why I need a new Mew in the mini set.
That you could actually open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a big playable Mew EX, or even, it doesn't even need to be the X, just like a good Mew that everyone can obtain without having to unlock the entirety of the Pokédex.
Yeah, maybe a Pidgeotto EX or something that doesn't get easily replaced by a Sabrina.
Yeah. For Pidgeot. The
Sorry, Pidgeot. Yeah, Pidgeot, not Pidgeot.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. I make that mistake all the time, though. Pidgeotto just sounds like the cooler name. I'm not gonna lie. That should be the
It's a longer name. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's not true. Charmander is pretty long.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, new cards is exciting. So.
Yeah.
What do?
But I think
I think
one
that'd
of
be a cool loop for them to do. Whenever a new main set comes out, you do like a mythical Pokemon like Mew, where you need to obtain a certain number of cards or whatever to unlock it, and then the following mini set you print like an actual good version of the card, and you just make like the mythical version just like a fun collectible thing, similar to what they've done with Mew, and then bring out like an actual good card later.
Yeah, I like that idea. I think something here is or something to talk about is the pay to win aspect, or like the free to play aspect rather, that as more sets come out, it's going to be harder and harder to catch up as a free to play player. I don't know about how long it takes someone to complete the main set if they're free to play. I would guess like maybe 4-ish weeks. Not to necessarily complete it, but to have like most of the cards. So if every 6 weeks a new set comes out, it's gonna be a lot. You just got to keep playing, I guess.
Yeah, one thing to also mention, if you are a free-to-play player, your pack points, I'm pretty sure, we don't know this for certain, but I'm pretty sure your pack points are tied to the specific pack that you're opening. So you're going to have a hard time dipping into older expansions to pick up cards that you don't own. I will say one system that will hopefully fill in that gap is trading, right? If you focus on one pack, you can always just trade away and get a card that you actually want for whatever deck you're building, even if it's in an older set. Yeah, but for now, I think you just need to be really careful with your resources until we have more details about how those systems will work going forward.
Yeah, we have no idea about trading at this point. Still, they have not leaked anything. Unfortunately, in this article, there's nothing about trading.
There is a small section where they mention something about trading, but no specific details. I'll mention it when we get there.
Oh, maybe I missed it. All right, we got a new type of ticket called Itsuka.
But yes, I assume that's a.
Yeah, we
assume that's.
That's how you say it?
Translated thing.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure. We'll know.
It has a duration of 5 days, or will be useful to unlock an event in the future. So, we saw several pictures of like this stuff, like right here. This Meowth one. It seems like every event has these tickets. So maybe you earn the tickets, and then you got to choose what you end up purchasing. Or something like that. But yeah, a new currency. I don't think there's too much to say about that, but they seem event exclusive. And as you see, it has a duration of 5 days or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say how exactly this will feel until we get our hands on it. So.
Yeah, and then we got new rainbow rarity of cards. Looks more rare than the crown rare. And I only got one crown. I finally got a crown rare Mewtwo after opening 4,500 cards. So, I'm never going to get one of these, apparently. But it says they will have unique visual effects and animations, which is cool. I like animations. Yeah.
I wonder... I'm a little... I hope it is genuinely animation. I think that's like the biggest thing missing from the game aesthetically right now, is that there's no... most modern digital card games have some type of card animation somewhere in their game. Pokemon Pocket does not. So I wonder if this is actual card animation, or if it's like almost like a flare. I'm hoping that it's actual animation, but I'm not holding my breath for that. They do say that it's similar to hyper rare cards from the TCG. I don't love how those cards look, so I'm a little bit worried. But regardless, new rarities are cool for those who like the collecting aspect, and I think that's going to be a lot of people in this game. So.
Yeah, the flares they're okay, but yeah, an animation would be great. Like something moving on the actual card instead of something on top of the card, if that makes sense. 3 new mystery fishing modes. This is just wonder picking, it looks like, based on the images. So we got a Chansey pick, a rare pick, and a bonus pick. So maybe these are event exclusive. We don't really know, but I'm going to guess this is also what they were referring to as game mode. I could be totally wrong, and I'm making things up. But I don't think there'll be a new game mode.
I think every single time they say fishing in this paragraph, it's just like a weird translation loop that's happening. I think this is actually just Wonder Pick. I don't think there'll be a term in game called fishing. I think this is just Wonder Picks. They say like mystery fishing. I think there's just like a weird thing going on because all the game files are Japanese. So even the Italian site is translating from Japanese and then putting it in Italian, and now we're getting translated back to English. So somewhere in there, I'm guessing something to do with wonder picking got translated into mystery fishing. That's all I think that's happened right here.
Yeah. Then we got lots of new decorative effects for cards. These are just the flares. They're adding more flares. They
say lots of new, but I looked at these. I don't think any of these are new.
Some of them, like the colors look a little different, maybe. Yeah, a lot of them don't look new, actually, now that you mention it.
I don't think I've seen the circle one in the second, 3 rows down in the second picture. I don't think I've seen that one. So maybe that's new.
These are like flowers or something.
Oh, they're flowers. I can't see.
I don't remember seeing those either, though. But yeah, I mean, I think my main complaint here is they need to put like the default thing where you can set a default to like your Pokeball. I have to keep reapplying the same flare anytime I make a deck, which is several times a day, and it's like at some point I just get too lazy to apply it to the card. I just don't.
Oh, this is where they mentioned something about trading. Scroll up to this top of this paragraph where we just were.
Oh, this one.
They say duplicates of flares can be traded with Shine Dust. While no specifics about trading is mentioned, they do mention that trading flares can be done with Shine Dust. So, there's that.
I thought this was just you're literally trading your Shine Dust for the flare effect.
I see. Yeah, this is another translation thing going on, huh? Traded is just saying I can basically delete my duplicate.
Yeah, you delete the...
Yeah. You're right.
I think
100% right.
I could be wrong, but we'll see.
No. You are just right. That's just a translation thing. 100%. You are correct.
Oh, I've never heard that before. Okay. New types of event-related gift packages. We see some of the every day you get like, I don't know, that the free tickets or hourglasses or whatever. So more of that. It's just event-based gift boxes, it seems like, and then a new premium pass Mewtwo card. Unfortunately, it's the bad Mewtwo, the non-EX version that no one will probably ever play unless you're missing the actual EX, but it's cool art.
Yeah, it is really cool art.
Yeah, but it's like, who's gonna... You can look at it, I guess, put it in a...
Hey, listen, man, there's some application for Mewtwo, okay? He's got 120 health and a 2-cost retreat. That's, there's something there, I probably never attack with him, but sometimes he's a wall, maybe.
He's better than Snorlax.
True.
That's about it, maybe. All right. Oh God, I'm excited for this ranking system news. We thought it would be much further down the line. There was also that one guy who was lying, pretending he was from who made this game?
DNA.
Yeah, pretending he was from DNA and spreading misinformation. We thought it wouldn't come for months, but it looks like they've kind of fleshed it out. They're gonna have base, bronze, silver, and gold. I don't think this will be available at launch, but who knows? It might be, or maybe it'll come with like set 2 or something. But
yeah, the paragraph mentions that it will not be available at launch. My guess is that they'll definitely have ranked before the mini set, because I think they'll probably want to collect data from ranked, with just the current pool of cards that we have now, and see how the data changes once they interject the new mini set. So my guess is the mini set date was December 16th off the top of my head, right? So my guess is ranked is probably at least 2 weeks before that. So my guess is early December we get ranked.
That would be awesome. I'm excited to see this because I see a lot of people putting out decks saying like, this is a great Starmie deck, and it's like the worst build of Starmie I've ever seen. But I can't just be like, hey, you're wrong. Like, maybe you think you're the best, Willow, but maybe I'm higher ranked than you.
You're not.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
But maybe
No, I see the same thing though. I see a lot of people talk about, this card's good, or this card's better than this card, and I know there's a lot of wheezing enjoyers, but I'm really curious to see the rank difference between wheezing enjoyers and non-wheezing enjoyers, stuff like that. Just kind of curious to see the application of certain cards in more competitive environments. So
yeah, it'll be fun. I do not feel like base, bronze, silver, and gold are enough ranks, but maybe they'll keep adding as time goes on. I think Riot does that. But yeah, like why not? Where's platinum? Where's diamonds?
I'm sure we'll get platinum and diamond. Oh wait, but they also have this like weird thing going on where these ranked icons look a little different. If you can see on the sorry for audio only listeners, but there's kind of two different versions of these ranked icons. One of them has like a circle behind it, and the other one has like a diamond shape almost. What's up with that?
Yeah, so they say there's a breakdown of the two different kinds of ranking. There's a themed mode where players compete in themed events and time-limited challenges, and also division by experience level. This just sounds like the back-end hidden MMR that I feel like is already in the game. And then themed mode. So who knows? Maybe these are earned, like little badges you earn by playing within a season or something, and the other one might just be like your normal rank. I have no idea, but yeah, there are
like
differences.
Limited time challenges here, so maybe they'll do like slightly different rule sets for like a mini ladder for whatever the rule set is. Like maybe no EX cards, or
I was
no
just
trainers, or like different rules like that. Yeah, maybe they'll do cute stuff like that. Who knows?
Ooh, a non-EX ladder and then an EX ladder. That'd be great. I would like that.
That would be spicy.
Yeah.
I think opinions would be very divided on which one was more important or which one mattered more, or
That'd be so fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a stamina system for event battles. I think this scares a lot of people because it's a stamina system, and nobody likes stamina systems because generally it means you're limited on how much you can play per day. There's a stamina recharge, 1 unit every 12 hours up to a maximum of 5 units. It's only consumed when you win, so Willow, you don't have to worry about losing energy. And then
real.
and yeah, I mean, I was kind of scared when I first heard about this, but it's event exclusive, I think, or limited to only events, hopefully. So they're probably just making it so you can't just completely blow out an event that's supposed to last a couple weeks within like 1 day. They want to kind of keep you coming back, log in each day.
It's funny, a lot of systems that people have a problem with in Pokemon Pocket, I think it's just them being a little bit more transparent than maybe another company would be, or another game would be. So like another company doing the same system where they don't want you blowing through all of the content in a timed event, they might do something like make the majority of the progression in that event tied to missions that only refresh after a certain amount of time. This game's just like, well, no, we're just gonna give you like a stamina system, and it's like effectively the same thing, because you're always going to like space out that time, whether it be because you're trying to fill in mission progression, or whether it be because you're literally hard coded out of being able to do this every 12 hours. Yeah, I think it's fine. It sounds scary because stamina plus mobile game equals spooky, but I think in practice this won't be too bad at all.
Yeah. I guess this might be different if you just pay money to refill. That might be where it's a little different. And you do use hourglasses maybe, but can you buy those hourglasses? We don't know.
It says new hourglasses, so... Oh, and the icon here is this kind of blue thing, so I'm guessing that blue hourglass is an event hourglass that you can only use for these types of events.
Yeah, and then there's PvP and PvE, so...
Yeah, so
kind of
some
cool.
of these events will be PvP, some of them will be PvE, or maybe they're both.
Yeah,
maybe
a little mixture.
Maybe it's split. Yeah. Cool stuff.
Each victory in PvP event gives you a chance to obtain special card packs, which contain unique cards that cannot be found outside the event. Themed cards, often of higher rarity. Unique cards, such as new Venusaur and the new Lapras EX card. Special tickets or in-game currency. So this scared me because it says unique to the event, and then it says new Lapras EX card. If there's a Lapras EX card that's locked behind a limited time event, I think that's a very bad idea. But
yeah, it's kind of spooky.
Yeah, hopefully you can obtain it.
That is kind of spooky. Yeah, that's. I was going to say, well, if you're a new player who starts playing the game in the future, you can trade to get that Lapras EX, but there's only going to be a certain number of Lapras EX in rotation. So, yeah, that's
a scary
spooky. Yeah, because I don't know if you've read Lapras EX. I think that card's pretty good. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't know what else to say. And based on the way that crafting works in this game, I don't expect you to be able to craft these unique cards unless they give us like a specific system to do it in the future. They could always try to re-release these cards through other means, like maybe, you know, a year down the line they do like a pack where it's like, here's all the event, like they do like an event promo pack, and it's like, here's all the event cards that were available earlier in the year,
yeah,
or something like that. But yeah, for now this is kind of a spooky concept where it's possible, you know, 5 years down the line or whatever, there's still the same number of Lapras EXs in the game, and there's no way to increase that number.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool if maybe this was like an event before set 2 comes out and you can get Lapras EX like early, yeah. And then once set 2 does come out, that's where Lapras EX can be obtained by the masses. Maybe... Something like that would be fine, maybe like a 1 month ahead. I think Hearthstone does something like that. You just log in and you get one card from the new set like a little early. But
like maybe Lapras EX is just in the mini set and you get Lapras EX a little early by doing this event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make it better than locked behind the limited event.
And you would still have the event badge on the card, because we've seen on the data mine there's like a little badge for Lapras EX. So you would still have like a little badge to say, hey, look, I got it during the event. I'm way cooler than my Lapras EX is way cooler than yours because I got it in the event and I actually earned it, where you had to pull yours in a pack.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool.
Like a first edition badge.
Yeah.
Which will be added to Marvel Snap at some point.
One day, maybe.
We got the Venusaur shop. I mean, it sounds like the other Venusaur shop. They're mentioning it again over here. They say it'll last until December 26th. The tickets already known for those are Bulbasaur, Meowth, and Venusaur. Can be used to purchase themed items, coin sleeves, and profile icons. And then we can see a little image here. And I think that's it, right? That's the end.
That's the thread.
That's the thread.
I'm very excited, man. I had all these hopes and dreams going into Pokemon Pocket's launch, thinking that, hoping that over the course, once we finally got over that hump of the soft launch in New Zealand, we would have a bunch of content coming to the game really regularly, even if it was just small cosmetic stuff. And they've hit that exact mark. They've done exactly what I wanted. Even, you know, there'll be some weeks in here where it's not the most exciting thing, but at least it's new content coming to the game regularly. And we have a decent roadmap for both mini sets and launch expansions. So this data mine has given me everything I wanted. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm quite optimistic. I think they're really hitting the ground running. I was a little bit skeptical of like patch cadence and stuff like that, and still we don't really know if they're going to do that. I think they might not, but with the mini set and what we've seen, like Jigglypuff sucks, so let's print a new version of Jigglypuff that can sing, and then all of a sudden Jigglypuff kind of got patched or buffed. You just don't use the old one, you open the new one and use that. So I think I'm very optimistic for the future of this game, and I was a little skeptical at first. I was hoping it'd be good, and now I'm just feeling I feel very confident in the game. Yeah, me too. I'm really looking forward to launch. I think they've got a really good cadence for everything. I think they've really hit the mark with what people want, even if they don't necessarily know that that's what they want out of a Pokemon Pocket or out of a Pokemon fast-paced mobile game. So yeah, I'm super excited to jump in again because I can't play right now. Because servers are down. Yeah. Yeah, who knows how long this will last. But the game comes out in 2 days from us recording this, but in 1 day from when this goes live. So hopefully it's well received. And we'll probably find out more. There'll probably be another data mine once
the actual like game.
Yeah, that's
patch
true.
is
There'll be
there.
a patch, and then people have access to a little bit more information. I will say I am a little bit scared about the Lapras EX thing being a timed exclusive. I think it's like Venusaur being a timed exclusive from like an event is like whatever. It's like it's an alt art and it's baby Venusaur, which literally no one is ever going to play, at least at a competitive level. But that Lapras EX, that's a competitive card right there.
Well,
and yeah,
maybe it's a poor translation.
Well, yeah, it could be a poor translation.
That is probably the scariest thing on here, aside from energy-based things. I think it's just that Lapras EX might be locked behind an event that you have to play and get it. Otherwise,
I will say they have a variety of options to pivot out of that if they want to in the future. Like there's ways for them to give us access to this card relatively easy. They could just throw it in set 2, or they could throw it in the mini set, or they could just basically give us ways to access old event cards. So hopefully it won't be a forever problem, even if this is the correct translation. But it is definitely spooky to think about.
Yeah, but I'm optimistic.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're listening, you know? I think they didn't intend on having like a ranked mode initially, but people complained and they were like, all right, so they worked on a ranked mode. So I think the fact that they kind of seem open to audience feedback is good.
I think they had ranked planned really early. They said, I think at the New York event they mentioned that that they were going to have ranked.
I heard a lot of people saying otherwise. I've heard both sides, and people sound very confident on both sides, so I have no idea what's going on. But
if you really want, just for you, Dekkster, I'll scrounge up the clips of one of the content creators who went to that event talking about it. I think it actually might be our mutual friend Spragels, who mentioned that he asked about rank. But maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. Spragels would never lie.
He would not.
Yeah.
But I might lie about Spragels lying. So, you know, I'll do the investigation. I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. No, we don't need that. It's fine. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. But yeah, I think that's kind of gonna wrap up this episode. Next week we'll have another one. And if you guys are listening or watching on YouTube and you do want to watch on like Spotify or listen on Spotify, I mean, or Apple Podcasts or whatever that's called, that'll be linked in the description below. And then also we have the event, the content creator tournament that we're running was supposed to be today, but because of maintenance, they heard, hey, you're running a tournament, and you spent hundreds of hours, you know, setting this up and organizing it. Let's schedule maintenance as soon as it starts, and that's what they did. And so we're postponing it until the 2nd, Saturday at 2 p.m. Sorry, at 5 p.m. Pacific.
I think that actually works out better for the tournament anyway. It's post-launch now, so I think there'll be probably more eyes on it anyway. So
yeah, maybe. But we want to do more than one tournament, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But
also, I'm expecting you to win.
Not a chance. I will say, I was originally planning on bringing kind of meme decks. I did not bring meme decks. Okay, I kind of locked in. I brought you know, I won't say what I brought, but I brought some. My decks are definitely competitive.
Well, in the next podcast, we'll probably go over what happened and how you lost and disappointed me. No.
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
All right.
Maybe you cast at least one of my games and I make a horrible misplay and you can laugh at me while casting.
I hope so. I will not talk trash at all. You're my podcast partner must win.
No bias, by the way.
No bias at all. But yeah, that's it. Say goodbye, Willow.
Bye.